Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
The Lord said, they're saying that these particular people will have enemies. Continue on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord sent them against us. Why? Why did the Lord send these people against us? Huh?
Strong.
No, because we broke his commandments. Remember verse 15, I mean.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, and hunger.
Hungry. Y'all about to go get something to eat? Where y'all going to get something to eat from? Is it right here? Who own these doggone major corporations like that?
That's right.
White people, right? Gone. So the Lord said, they said we have to get our food, sit in the food line, sit there. Let's say you own your own restaurant. You still got to get your resources for your restaurant from them. Continue on.
And in thirst.
And thirst. Water falls freely from the sky, comes freely out the ground. They put it in the bottle and they charge you for it. That's a damn curse. We don't own the goddamn what's the name of it? When you gotta pay the water bill.
Utilities.
You know what I'm saying? Continue on, Wop.
And in nakedness.
Clothes. We picked all the goddamn cotton, sit there, the silk, all that. We got no textile bills, we own no clothing stores. Even if we do happen to have a so-called clothing store, we still gotta get our materials from them for clothes. Continue on.
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. Business license, driver's license, college education, birth certificate. Hell, even when you die, you gotta sit there, somebody gotta get a death certificate for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a curse. Now we'll see they go to the head buster right here, because this was really sit there where our people really skip over. Verse 68. Oh, continue with Salaki.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And he will put a yoke of iron upon your neck. Now I'm gonna just put yoke of iron in Google right quick. And I'm gonna just, as a matter of fact, watch this. Because I don't want you to think I'm just putting anything. See who come up? It's right there in our face.
Right.
I just put yoke of iron. I ain't put black man and none of that. If it's yoke of iron, we come up. They put a yoke of iron around our neck. One of the reasons they did that is so when you try to escape, you try to crawl through the fence, or you sit there running between the trees, the tree catches, snatch that dog on yoke, it's gonna snap your neck. But, continue on.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until he have destroyed us. So, you know, you ever had a pet dog? You got a pet dog, you put a leash on his neck, because you don't want him to leave the yard. Let's say when you first got him, he's straight jetting off. Put that leash on his neck, after a couple of months, when you finally let that leash go, is he gonna sit and leave the yard? Because he's trained. In the days of old, our people would rather sit there and die than to break the commandments of our power. Right. The Most High God, Yahweh.
Right.
That's his real name, but we didn't see they going to that another time. But the thing is, they sit there, they kept sitting there beating us, making us eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, talking about it's a damn delicacy. And remember, I know you remember growing up, they used to, our people, our grandparents and them used to feed us chitlins and shit. That's get disgusting. Disgusting as hell. Verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Egypt. Now, see, remember when I told you Moses said their brothers out of Egypt, right? Egypt is a similitude for sitting there. It's a similitude for slavery. You can find that in the book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. Bring it up. Okay?
This is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. This means slavery.
That's right.
Because the place that we was in, that people was in, wasn't really called. The real name wasn't Egypt anyway. But continue on to verse 68.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Slavery again.
Right. With ships.
With ships. How did we get here? On slave ships, right? Patting on top of each other. Our sisters sit there, they menstruate, they sit there, got no way to take care of that. People throwing up, sit there having different diseases, and it's spreading, sit there like got doggone fireworks. They did us dirtball, and they still doing it. They killing us every day.
That's right.
The Buffalo shooting just happened a couple of weeks ago. You anybody talking about it for real? Swept it right up under the rug, didn't you? That's because the Lord said these things was going to happen to us.
Right.
We have to come back to our power so we can get the hell up out of here.
That's right.
Finish that up, Bob.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt sin no more again.
We're not going back to the old Egypt again. We're going to see a so-called spiritual Egypt, Sodom and Egypt.
ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
The Lord said it again, we'll be sold into our enemies. Who is our enemy? Who sold us? Exactly.
That's right. For bondmen,
For slave men,
and bondwomen,
slave women,
and no man shall buy you.
and nobody should buy you. Meaning nobody redeemed you. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, sitting there, Martin Luther King. Hell, after he sitting there found out that Malcolm X got killed, he sitting there telling people he had a dream. We're not supposed to be mingled up with these other nations. He said, I may have led my people to a burning house. Right now, over here in this country, we're in the goddamn melting pot. Melting pot of all the nations. We're not supposed to be mingled amongst all the nations. The Lord chose us to be a special people above all people in the earth. Give me that in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. The Lord chose you, your real. See, they're my brothers, elders. He chose us to be a special people. We are high above all the other nations. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
We are a holy people, meaning we're separate.
Yes,
He created all the nations, and once he created all the nations, he took us and put us to the side. We're his. You know what I'm saying? He loves us.
That's right. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
He chose us to be a special people to himself. We're close. We're the apple of his eye.
Above all people.
Above who?
Above all people.
Above all people. But they don't see that. They won't tell you that. Because the more we say at the bottom and continue to break God's commandments, the longer we're going to be here, and the longer sitting there it's going to take for us to return to the kingdom.
That's right.
Because once the Lord sit there, once we return back out from our wicked ways and remember who we are and go back to our power, he's going to sit there and scoop us up, and he's going to burn this place down.
That's
this
right.
place is going to be destroyed. And I'm pretty sure, sit there, by y'all being together, you would like to sit there. You believe in life after death, right? You would like to see again when you sit there and pass, right? Wouldn't you like to see him again when you pass, sister? This right here, though, this is the only way that you can do that.
Right.
By keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, y'all will be able to do that. But you have to do it wholeheartedly. You can't sit there, once you sit there coming to this truth right here, you can't be half-assed. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you a couple of laws right quick. Give me the book of Leviticus 11.
This is Leviticus chapter 11.
7. Because they ain't gonna tell you this in the church. The pastors need to see they keep having that revenue coming in. You said, you know, you be seeing Creflo Dollar and all them, the televangelists. They got jets, doggone Maseratis, Bentleys. While the whole people in the congregation sit there suffering. They giving their last damn dollar. I bet you when they buy them planes, they ain't ask nobody in their congregation, let me take y'all sit there while I go minister to the world. These people sit there helping you is giving you their last dollar and helping you so they get what you have, but you don't give a damn about them. Because this pastor don't give a damn about you. They're not gonna tell you this stuff in the church. Telling you that everybody can get in. The Lord don't say that.
Verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof.
You know what a swine is, right? Pig. Pork. Okay.
And he be cloven footed,
Right?
yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
Pork is unclean to us. Now he has the characteristics, some of the characteristics of a clean animal. He's not. That's why I say in the days of old, they will have this, I think once a week, they will have a guy called Pig Man come through, gather up all his swine, and sit there, and he would sit there, let them walk through the village or the town and eat up all the garbage.
That's right.
They have no sweat glands, so whatever anything toxic that they take in, they sit there, they have a sit there, a doggone tube, and pretty much a doggone sanitation tube in them, because they constantly sit there, got the ooze, the doggone toxin out of their body. Just little by little, because they constantly they eat their bodies,
Right.
They eat manure, they eat all of that. So guess what? When you eat them, guess what you sit there doing? You put all that toxin in your body. That's why people sit there have all these damn diseases, gout, cancer, asthma, all that shit.
Diabetes.
Yeah, diabetes, all that coming to effect by sitting there consuming this nasty ass pig.
That's right. That's right.
Go to verse 9.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
These are all the things that you eat that come out of the water.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the water, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
That's right. Sit there, same thing. Sit there, the only thing you can eat that come out of the water that has to have fins and scales. Fish. There's all kinds of fish. There's a major list of fish. There is some fish you can't eat. Catfish ain't nothing but a doggone fish pig. You know what I'm saying? Does the same thing. It does the same thing a pig do, but it has it in the water.
That's right.
Shrimp, crab, lobster. I know you remember coming up. You look like you sit there about, what, 29? 20. Oh, you a young brother. Ain't no wrong with that. It's a lot. But what I'm sitting there getting at is, when I was coming up, and you probably sit there and remember too, when you used to go to the beach, the water used to look a whole lot better than what it look like right now. The water there is green, damn near black, now muggy. Why? Because sit there, they taking all the filter feeders out, and they sit there feeding it to our people, calling it a damn delicacy, man.
Right.
They sit there, the things that's meant to clean the toxins and manure and stuff out of the water, they're taking it out of the water and they feeding it to us. The Lord told us not to eat that stuff.
That's right.
And our people love it. I can't let no shrimp go. I can't let the pig go. But your ass gonna die.
That's right.
Simple as that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You're destroying your own body. Why would somebody, I don't understand, you know, sometimes I wonder, man, when our people find out this type of information, why they still continue to put something like that in their body anyway? Hell, I was sitting there eating, I used to dog tilapia. Tilapia was used to sit there clean water out too. I used to dog shrimp. I used to dog pork. I didn't know these things though. Now that I sit there and know these things, I sit there and put those things off. I don't do it no more. You understand? Bring it up.
This is 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
For this is the love of God.
This is so. A lot of people sit there like to say they love God, but if they don't sit there and know how to love God, then how can you sit there and say you love Him? There's a specific way that we have to sit there to love our Father.
That's right.
If somebody sit there and tell you they love you and they sit there beating the hell out of you, is that love? If somebody telling you that they love you, but they not sit there doing anything to help you out, not sit there, you're not receiving the same things that you're doing for them, is that really love? Come on, so bring it up. Continue to bring it up.
For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments.
That we keep His commandments.
And His commandments are not grievous.
They're not hard to do. His commandments are not hard. Our people sit there and like to get in their mind like, oh, we can't keep the commandments. That's not true. We don't serve a God that sit there. He gave us the commandments because the commandments is sit there is knowing evil. When we know evil, we know how to avoid it through His commandments. You get what I'm saying? Give me that. But this is the commandment right here.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38.
That's
right. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the border of their garments.
So speaking to the children of Israel, once again, He don't say everybody. He said they say Israel. We're Israel.
That's right.
He said bid them to make them fringes. Fringes. Right here, these are fringes. Continue on.
In the border of their garments throughout their generations.
We're still generating, right? Aren't we still populating? So we have to do this thing right here.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Now all of us sit there got on different color fringes.
That's right.
Got on this green one, right? With the sit there ribbon of blue. The sit there the gray and black, the all black. Sit there the silver. But on the border we all rocking blue. Why? Because the Most High said that God told us to. We love our Father. We love His book that He gave us. So we intend to sit there and keep every commandment that He gave us.
That's
to
right.
the best of our ability.
That's right.
Continue going on.
It should be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them. And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which you used to go a whoring.
That's right.
So then we're supposed to keep where these to sit to remember that we're Israelites. You know what I'm saying? This is a reminder. You sit there, you want to do something that's going on, you sit there, you might goddamn remember. Man, we can't do it. I'm an Israelite, man. I'm going to get jammed up. We the only people that sit there, we have to realize we the only people that sit there that's getting killed left and right. And everybody else is getting away with sitting there doing it. Why? Because we've been chastised.
I haven't had a chance to go to Bravo.
Right here, this is channel 2.
I got it.
You already got it?
Okay, well, that's fine.
Oh, you already got it. Go ahead.
Bring that up.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel,
Children of Israel.
against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So the Lord said, I only know you. Now if you gotta sit there, you got a kid. You tell your son sit there, don't be going make sure he stay inside the yard. You know what I'm saying? So you can keep an eye on him. And his homeboy sit there, put him and take him somewhere he had no business going. when you want your son come back home, or when you go looking for him, is you gonna just beat your son, or you gonna beat your son and the boy? Just gonna beat your son, right? That's what the Father do to us. See, all the examples is in His Word, man, on how we're supposed to carry it.
That's right.
And He said that treat us just like how we see they do that. That's why I believe He done my heart, man, that He allow us to be parents. You know what I'm saying? So we can see the exact same thing and be able to relate to how He's dealing with us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He's like,
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27.
bring it out.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed.
He's only our God. He's not everybody's God.
That's
They
right.
want to sit there and include everybody into this this truth, but it's not happening that way. Don't you think sit there after everything that we went through, that sit there we should reap the benefits of suffering for our forefathers, and our sins, and everybody else got to pay for what they did? Don't you think everybody else need to pay for what they did to us? Everybody had a hand and said they're whooping us,
That's
killing
right.
us, rape, rob, and murder.
That's right.
Taking our precious things.
That's
right.
They took the most precious thing to the Most High God, and that was us. When they said they took us away from the Most High God, man, He not pleased about it.
That's right.
But He had to send them against us because we went over. So we got to sit there and take this whipping right quick. But as you can see with everything that's going on, this whipping ain't about to be much longer. Everybody else about to start getting their ass whooped. And we're going to get the hell up out of here.
Right.
I was just saying it to my brothers before you got here. We think about this every day, man. Give me the book of Revelation chapter 13, verse 9.
Wake them up, King.
How you doing, sister? All right, brother. Sit there. Check us out, man. You have a blessed night, brother.
All praise. But it's another part. See, this is
How you doing, sister? Is there anything you see that you want to do? You Israelite? You want to fly it? You go, sister. We got groundbreaking coming up next week. We got groundbreaking coming up next